This is Beer in Front, part of the Odd Pods Media Network. Sometimes the beer in front of you is the best one yet. I'll talk about some old school beers that maybe you've forgotten about, some new classics, and I'll also talk to people around the beer world getting their stories all about beer. That's Beer in Front, and it's coming up now. Welcome to the November 28th edition, episode 188 of Beer in Front. I'm your host, Dave Zalatoris, and Beer in Front is a proud Odd Pods Media Network member. Today, I'll be talking to Corey Smale from Garage Beer. They just started to hit the Chicago market recently, and Corey and I will speak about Garage Beer. My friend Ray sent over a carrier pigeon full of beer from the Nashville area, and I'll have one from Southern Grist later in the show. How's everyone's Thanksgiving? Was your stuffing nice and moist? If you heard the show last week, I once again told the story about my grandmother and her stuffing. She would have been 100 on Sunday, and I have another story about my grandmother. I'm half Sicilian, and I'll admit I was a goofy kid. I'm goofy now, but I was a goofy kid. I wouldn't eat tomato sauce on my pasta until I had to be 12 or 13 years old. I only had to have butter on it. I was goofy. But once I had it, I'm all in. So long before my grandmother died, I asked her for the recipe for her sauce. Now, if you've ever asked a relative for a family recipe, you're not getting precise measurements. It's always a little of this, you get a pinch of that, but I wrote it down on an index card. Where that index card is, it's long gone. That's 30 years ago. But after she passed, my Uncle Jimmy said he had her recipe. Perfect. Email it to me. Once he did, it was different. I will bet my life I'm 100% positive that the recipe she gave me, and I made a few times, had cans of, I think the brand name was Contadina, the tomato paste, which the recipe my uncle had didn't use. And I vaguely remember watching her make it, and I'm almost positive she used the cans of that Contadina. So, long story short, she took her recipe to the grave and she left us hanging. You told your only son and your grandson something entirely different. That's the perfect Italian grandmother story. Right up until like the last year or so of her life, she was sharp as a tack. So she knew the damn recipe. She was busting our balls. So Nana, wherever you are, happy 100th. I'll have a Rob Roy in your honor, and I just wish I kept that index card. My back is still fried. I'm supposed to have some injections there next Monday, but here in Chicago, ever since Friday, the cold weather's kicked in. That's making it worse. Nothing's comfortable. I can't stand, sit, or walk for any period of time without being in pain. Forget bending over, carrying something heavier than a 12-pack. I might need Ruby to rub some Malort into my back or something to see if that helps. There was not a lot of beer news with the holiday and all. I first heard it on Rod J's show the other week that Faubourg, formerly known as Dixie Brewing, is going to shut down the brewery in Nolens. They've been around since 1907. The holding company that owns them will continue with the name, but contract brew the beer in Georgia and Virginia. But what I wouldn't do for a Black and Voodoo right now. And speaking of Rod J, my brother in beer, he tagged me in the most vile video the other day. He puts out this video, and he tagged me an Afro beer chick about some dude, and he had to be in the suburbs. He was at Portillo's with a bottle of Malort, and he poured the whole bottle in the cup that you would get a soft drink or soda pop in. and was dunking the beef sandwich in the Malort and eating this. Dude, I don't know where you find this shit, but that was disgusting. He had to be in the suburbs. Heineken's going to pump another $100 million into their silver brand or their non-alcoholic brand in 2024. Now, I haven't had it yet. Is it any good? Let me know. Ballast Point is bringing back their Pineapple Sculpin IPA. One day I'm going to have to do a whole show on Ballast Point and their story. Sierra Nevada is adding to their Little Things line with Dank Little Thing. It's a hazy IPA. It should come out in February. And finally, Shiner is coming out with a non-alcoholic line next year called Shiner Rodeo. Welcome back. Garage Beer is the fastest growing beer in the country. This Midwest independent craft lager is now available in the Chicago, Nashville, and Philadelphia areas after taking Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky by storm. Joining me now is Corey Smale, who's the VP of Marketing over at Garage Beer. Corey, thanks for talking today.
Hey, thanks for having me, Dave. Appreciate you.
Hey, man, I love this concept. It's a light lager. It's only 4% alcohol, 95 calories, not going to get you like hammered or bloated after work. What made you guys decide, let's get into the beer business here and try this?
You know, there's just like a lot of us, like we went through a craft beer phase maybe like a decade ago, loving the quality, loving all the cool varieties and flavors and everything. But at the same time, getting older, metabolism getting slower. Just wanted to kind of come back to something that was light, refreshing, but still of that craft quality. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Something approachable that's like familiar about like what we love about beer, but still like kind of paying, close attention to the ingredients and the way that goes into it and just the care that comes on that. And so kind of saw an opportunity, I think, there and just leaned into it.
Did, either you or anyone else at Garage Beer, did you have a beer background before this?
Yeah. I used to, before this, I was a brand director at Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Okay.
And before that, I ran a regional brand called Stag Beer, which is like a Midwest beer. Yeah. So I worked in beer for maybe half a decade at this point. Andy Sauer, the owner of the brand, he has a background really in like CPG, packaged goods. I think just drank a lot of beer. He worked at Jim Beam before this. So some of that alcohol experience for sure. And then just kind of understanding marketplace and audiences and all that.
When you guys were going over like the initial business plan, was this the style you always wanted to make? And you hit the nail on the head. You talked before your background with PBR, brands like that. Hams are having a resurgence and newer brands like Montucky are doing well. I mean, as much as I love a barrel-aged, a well-crafted lager is never going out of style.
I don't think so. I think from the jump, we just kind of wanted to make light, refreshing beer you could enjoy with friends. The brand really kind of like came out of the pandemic in a lot of ways where like the garage was sort of serving as like, that was the bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Or these places where you could get together with your neighbors and your friends and your community and just sort of like enjoy each other's time and presence. And so that's kind of like was a big inspiring part of the brand in itself. But from the jump, just like really easy to enjoy, crushable beers. That's what we're in the business of doing for sure.
How many batches did the team have to go through before you nailed this recipe?
That's a good question, Andy. Like maybe it's more like in the developmental process, but the beer itself had been developed by a brewery in Kentucky called Braxton. Okay. And Andy had tried that and just loved it and was like, yo, like, I want to take this and do more with it, I think there's been some light tweaks to that original recipe, but nothing too crazy,
Yeah. I mean, what I like about it too is like, it's a great price point. It's not $14 a 4-pack. How important was that price point to you guys when coming out with this?
I think if you're going to get in the mindset of people like we're trying to get across beer flavored beer light beer the way it should be. Like, I think not only does that evoke in my mind like quality assertions, but also price. You know what I mean? Like if I hear that, I'm like, oh, I'm not expecting to pay, like you said, $15 for 4 of them or something. So I think sort of understanding a good price point where we can say, hey, this isn't exactly like a craft beer, but it's a much higher quality than like the average, domestic light beer. So like something somewhere in between there is where the quality falls, is where the brand falls, and is where the price falls.
Yeah, like here, I'm not sure about other markets. Looking around, I see it at around $16 a 12 pack, give or take. So, I think that's a reasonable price point.
Yeah. We put them out at 6 packs. That's all it was. We got 15 packs for the 12 ounces.
All right, cool.
Not too bad.
Well, you have the original one here and the lime. I'm going to bust open the original. First time having it, so I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
As I'm busting this open, what can you tell people about, this beer?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Great opening can. Honestly, this is just what it's about. This is what it says beer flavor beer on the can. Great pour. Looks pretty. Tastes good. No surprises. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it looks great. Nice aroma here. Is this an all malt beer, or do you use good Midwestern corn as well?
We got both, I think. How's it taste?
Tastes really good.
Nice.
Definitely.
That's classy. Put it in a glass. Most people just drink out of a can.
Yeah. Usually, this is definitely a lot better than your macro, $4 a 6-pack beer and you get in the gas station. This is much better. I get the nice malt taste. The hops are good here. It's not, overpowering, over bitter. This is something you could definitely crush. A couple of out in the backyard, throwing some stuff on the grill, shit like that. This is just a rock solid beer.
Thank you very much, Dave. That's what we're trying to do. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel, just make a little bit better version of our own,
Yeah. I know last year I did a Father's Day show where I had a bunch of my friends come on and they were talking about, the beer their dads had back in the day, like Schlitz and Stroh's. I could see Garage Beer being that beer for current dads or moms for that matter.
No, I love that idea. When I worked on Stagger, I'd be like, oh, my grandpa used to drink Stag. You know what I mean? And I was like, man, that'd be cool if we could create a beer that, exactly like you're saying, maybe in like 60 years, people are like, oh, my grandpa used to drink that, Garage beer. Oh, yeah. No, some of those brands are like American icons. Some of those names you just mentioned, you know what I mean? So,
oh, yeah, absolutely.
It can be like in the same breath, it's a real honor and we got to pay respect to those other brands. So we just try to do it right like that,
Yeah. Now, you also have a lime. Is it just the base Garage Beer recipe with the added lime, or is that any different?
No, it's just got lime in it. That's for Jimmy Buffett fans,
Yeah. Do you have any other styles in the works or, any other beers? Or just these two for now?
Just these two forever.
All right. Very good. What I want to know is, how did I miss Puttapalooza? You guys had a golf outing in Chicago and someone won 52 cases of beer. Like
Johnny Garage. He came from the suburbs. Just nailing butts, dude. He nailed like 15 footers.
I want to see this.
He had beer for life, but it was like 100 feet of a putt. He couldn't make it.
Yeah. I want to see the dude's garage fridge that has that.
Huh?
I want to see his garage fridge.
Oh, yeah. He had to have like a beer Olympics at his house so his friends could come over and help him drink some of it.
Oh, sweet.
We're going to do it again, though. That was with our Paige Spiranek. She's the professional golf sort of celebrity. She's an ambassador to the brand. Legit pro golfer. Just a friend. And so we got to use her to host that event. We had another friend, Trey Wingo. He came in and did commentary. It all came together real nice. We got to eat steaks at the end of the night.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we had a good time. We're going to be doing more of those in 2024. Golf's kind of like an indoor game now with these simulator spots because it's cold,
You try to do events like this in all of your markets?
Yeah, we're trying to get kind of a signature event in each market as we expand right now. So, like we just did, we were in Cleveland yesterday. We had a big tailgate party with Big Play. They're kind of a sports partner out there for the Steelers-Browns game. That was super fun. We're working on some stuff in Nashville with Richard Rawlings, who's like Gas Monkey Garage. He's another ambassador to the brand. So, yeah, we're trying to like make an impact in each market, not only with the beer, but also like with these sort of events that sort of say like, this is what we're about. You know what I mean? Not taking things too seriously, taking the beer seriously and nothing else is what I say,
Yeah. Now you guys are based out of Columbus,
Ohio. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Is that, that's where you got to start? Do you guys have like a tap room there, or is there anything like that in the works?
No, I don't think so. We got a place inside of it's called Leisure Club. It's in Columbus. It's like a membership group you can be a part of. It's super chill. You can come in there. They have free garage beers. If you're in the area, 1610 Oak Street, come through. It's lit. Yeah, we're not going to have I don't think we'll have the tap place or anything like that. We just try and get in as many. We just want to be in your garage and your fridge. You know what I mean? Or in the fridge and the garage, I should say.
Well, if you open a tap room, you're the marketing guy. You could have the nice big garage door open, bags out back, a grill, Gojo soap in the bathrooms. I think that'd be
all right.
You're on that.
All right, I'm with that. I'll follow you along the whole way there. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you guys, in addition to this beer, which is rock solid, you've got some sweet looking merch too. I ordered the trucker hat, and that's actually out for delivery. So I wish I had the trucker hat in time, but what other kind of stuff do you have?
We got sweaters right now for Christmas. Some of them got sleeves. Some of them don't have sleeves, which is pretty cool. We got a Christmas shirt. We got a Hanukkah shirt. We got tap handles we just added because a lot of people buy garage and kegs. They want to have it in their own garage. So they're like, what are we going to get tap handles? I got you. So we got stuff like that. We got flags you want to pull it up in your garage, stickers. We're about to have some sweatpants. So if you just want to wear garage, you and your whole outfit to be garage, we're going to be at camp soon. So that's like our next big break there. But we got all kinds of stuff, man. We just add stuff all the time, really.
All right, cool. Yeah, you got to get like a nice worker shirt for guys working in the garage.
That's a good shout for real.
Yeah.
I like that. Maybe a patch, something like that.
Yeah.
No, my friend Seamus out here from Kentucky, huh?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, we worked at PBR together.
Oh, okay, sweet. Yeah, I mean, both beers are really good. It's a definite. You don't want to drink something cheap. You want to drink a good craft lager. You don't want to go broke doing it. I mean, garage beer is perfect, man. I'm digging this. I mean, this is the first one I've had. I'll definitely be picking up more of this.
We love it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and it's only, 95 calories? So
95 calories, 4% ABV.
Yeah.
3 grams of carbs. It's nothing.
Yeah, it's perfect. You could have a couple of those. No problem.
No problem.
Yeah. Corey, I really appreciate it, brother. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks,
I
Dave.
love this beer. Definitely, if you're in the Chicago area listening to it, you could pick it up everywhere. I picked it up at an actual bottle shop, bottles and cans, but looking at the website, which is Garage Beer, drinkgaragebeer.com, you could pick it up all over the Chicagoland area. You could just pump in your zip code and you could find out all the spots near you that you could pick this up at. But if you like a nice, light, easy drinkable, very good lager, Garage Beer needs to go in your shopping cart and in the garage.
Thanks, Dave. I appreciate that.
All right, Corey, take care of yourself, sir. Have a good Thanksgiving.
Hey, you too. Happy holidays.
Interrupt this program to bring you a news blast.
Michael Jackson's ghost seen at a Yankees game.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, now with a shrimp in every bite.
Lil Uzi Vert's head diamond has been sold on the dark web.
Stories like this and more can be found at the Ever Trending Story, a podcast where we peruse the news and write a fun fictional story for you.
Find us wherever you download podcasts and follow us on the socials at Ever Trending Pod. And we are proud members of the Odd Pods Media Network.
All right, the beer that's in front of me right now is courtesy of my friend Ray Ray. He sent me this from the Nashville area. This is from a brewery that I'm not sure I've had, but I've heard many good things about, Southern Grist. This is in cahoots with Elegy Coffee. This is Honey Bear Coffee Stout. Now, according to the can, this is, oh no, Ray. It has lactose. But besides lactose, it has local honey, Vermont maple syrup, cinnamon, and Elegy coffee. Clocks in at 7% alcohol. So let's have this Honey Bear Coffee Stout. Pours really nice, has a nice color, good, nice dark foam here. No, it's carbonated well. Oh, you get that big hit of coffee right up front out of the aroma. It smells really good. Oh, yeah. That's got everything going on there. I mean, it's all married together well. I get all of the coffee. That's like the predominant taste, but I definitely get the honey and the cinnamon in there. And like the maple syrup kind of comes in at the end. I think this is phenomenal. Let me have some more of this and shut up. Yeah, that's so good. Like on that sip, the cinnamon was what hit me up front. But no, this is rock solid. Got to thank my brother Ray for sending me this from Southern Grist. This is really good if you're in the Nashville area or wherever they distribute and you see Honey Bear Coffee Stout, you definitely need to put this one in the cart. All right, that's going to put a nice shiny bow on this episode of Beer in Front. I thank you for listening. I want to thank Corey Smale from Garage Brewing again for coming on and talking about their beer. If you're looking for a nice lager that won't break the bank, check out Garage Beer. If you have any beer ideas or comments, please email me, dave@beerinfront.com, or you could find me on all the social media channels at Beer in Front. Have a great week. I'll see you soon. And remember, sometimes the beer in front of you is the best one yet.